The momentum has been fierce for Periscope, Twitter's live video streaming app. So joining us now to talk about Periscope is Jeremy Rosenberg, head of digital at Allison & Partners. Jeremy, great to speak with you this morning.
Thanks for having me.
So in its earnings call, Twitter released some interesting stats about Periscope and how that's doing since it's been officially launched just a little over a month ago. We've got 1 million users joined in the first 10 days. Now, can this pace continue? Let's talk about the momentum here.
Well, I think there's a lot of great momentum behind the launch, and I think there's a lot of great momentum behind the numbers initially. There's a lot more on the horizon right now. The launch was only on Apple. They haven't released to Android yet. So obviously there's a huge user base that hasn't actually had a chance to experience it and really get activated with the service. That being said, I think that there is going to be a novelty aspect to it. I think there's going to be something where people experiment with it, try it, realize it might not be for them, and then abandon it.
Yeah, and certainly to put the number in perspective, 1 million users is certainly impressive in the first 10 days, but Twitter also said yesterday they've got 300 million active users. So I guess a long way to go to a larger scale adoption in relation to those bigger numbers. But what does the future hold for live video streaming in general? I mean, you look at Meerkat and Periscope. Who's taking the lead? Do you think we're going to see other competition pop up in this space as well?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of elements of kind of first to market here. Meerkat kind of came on the scene, very big. People were very excited about it. There's a lot of buzz about it, not just from Meerkat and what it offered to people, but also because the relationship between Meerkat and Twitter, that actually created a lot more interest in it, and a lot of people got exposure to it because of that friction between the two. Twitter is obviously just getting ready to take the wraps off of Periscope, so they had a vested interest in making sure that they were able to control some element of that. Now, that being said, it's still a very new thing. I mean, live streaming and webcasts and that sort of thing has been around for 15 or so years. But now putting that in the hands of people on a mobile device, allowing them to really live cast as they're going about their day or as they're going about at an event, that's definitely something new. And broadcasting that to the masses in a way that's unique and very Twitter-like, in a way that people have gotten used to getting information, that's all very new. So I think there's going to be some elements that people are going to want to really try and hold on to from what social networks offered before. But then this whole really live streaming element is going to be very new, very experimental, and is going to get a lot of interest. I think the big networks are going to be interested in it, networks like Facebook and probably LinkedIn, as well as a lot more new startups are going to try to get into this and see if they can come up with a way and come up with a app that people really gravitate towards.
Yeah, and you just used the word experimental, which has got me wondering, what do you think the biggest challenge is facing Periscope, as well as this entire new industry?
Well, I think there's a couple challenges. One of them is definitely going to be adoption rate. People are going to be looking to see how fast they pick these things up. Number two, I think there's probably going to be some network bandwidth challenges ahead. If you're at a stadium and you try to load a mobile page on your web browser or try scrolling through Facebook, there's all sorts of connection issues because of the vast number of people trying to do that at the same time in the same place. I think when you add live video streaming to that and live video download, that's going to be creating a whole number of different problems that the networks are going to have to deal with and that people are going to have to deal with in terms of the experience. So that's going to be a big challenge that they're going to have to overcome as well.
It's a great point that you make. Jeremy Rosenberg, thanks for joining us today. Thank you for watching. I'm Morgan Brennan. Have a great day.
Hey YouTube fans, I'm Landon Dowdy from CNBC. Thanks so much for checking out our channel. Here you'll find videos packed with all the info that you need to be smarter about your finances. Be sure and subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me to see CNBC's original series Young Money, Tech Bet, Kramer's Mad Money, and all the latest from CNBC.